Tonight I'm going to be making a hamburger potato casserole for my family. It calls for 2 pounds of ground beef, preferably lean if you have it. If not, then that's okay. You just use what you have. Going to put in a cup of onions diced and a tablespoon of minced garlic. Now we're going to cook this until the hamburger gets done, and then make sure you drain it very well. I've got the hamburger, the onion, and the garlic. That is all cooked, and I've got that drained. Now, I've got my potatoes all sliced. You need about 2.5 pounds of yellow potatoes sliced thin. So I've got that all done. Got my cookbook right here, y'all, with my handwritten recipe so I don't miss any steps. Okay, I've got my 9x13 pan lightly greased, and my oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Now, we're gonna take, this called for a cup of half and half, but I didn't have half and half. So I took regular milk and heavy cream, and I've put 3/4 a cup of whole milk and 1/4 a cup of heavy cream. And this is going to make our sauce. Okay, then we're going to take a tablespoon of onion powder. I'm going to put it into our milk. Now the pepper is a teaspoon of black ground pepper. And kosher salt, 1.5 teaspoons. And you can get kosher salt at the Dollar Tree. Well, it's $1.25 tree now, isn't it? But you can get this big bottle for $1.25. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on it. Next, we're going to take a can of cream of mushroom. We're going to put that in this mixture. The weather has again been beautiful here in Kentucky today, and I hope it's good wherever you are. Eric's at work. I'm going to try to get this cooked for him before he gets home. Okay, now we're going to just whisk this all together. So it's all smooth. Of course, you're going to have your little pieces of mushroom in it, so that's okay. Okay, I've got that all mixed together. Now, I've got to get my dish over here. This is what I'm going to be putting it together in. Let me see if I can turn that just a little bit. And about 3 cups of shredded Colby Jack cheese. Okay, we're going to take our potatoes and we're going to start just putting them in the bottom of our dish. And I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me do this, so I'll get this first part done and then I'll be back. Now we're going to layer about 1/3 of that hamburger and the onion and the garlic powder over the potatoes. And on top of that, we're going to put some of the cheese, the shredded Colby Jack, And of course the dog wants in, but she can just relax because it's nice out. It's not going to be that bad. Then we're going to pour about 1/3 cup of our sauce over this. And then we're just going to keep layering until we come to the end of it, and our cheese is going to be on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep layering this, and then I'll be back. Now I ended up shredding some extra cheese because my sweet Eric loves cheese so much, and I cook to please him and our family. Now this is going to have to be covered. I don't have a baking dish that has a oven safe cover, so I'm going to have to use foil, tin foil for it, and that's what I call it. Some people say that's not the name, but that's what I've always called it. So, but I think what I'm going to do is put some parchment paper over it first, and then put the tin foil over top of that so it's not touching the food. Now we're going to, once we got this covered, we're going to bake it for 1 hour and 10 minutes. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to pull that cover off of it, and we're going to bake it an additional 20 minutes uncovered. Now this is going to have to cool at least a minimum of 15 minutes before you serve it. So I'm going to get this covered, get it in the oven, let it start cooking, and then when my sweet Eric gets home, he'll of course taste test for me, so y'all get to see that. Okay, we got the Hamburger potato casserole out of the oven. We're having supper really late tonight, but Eric's going to taste this and see how he likes it. It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah, it tastes good.
I'm glad you like it, hon.
Yeah.
I hope y'all have had a blessed day. Remember, it's going to be okay, and we love y'all.